cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. What's good? What's good? What's good? Back with another kind of reaction video recap. Short player history kind of video. This one is Nate Thurmond. I want to give a shout out to CP GOAT number 3. Quite some time ago, he sent me a list of players, kind of like a recommendation about some old school players that, he thought I should cover. And I started doing it with my Artist Gilmore video, which is put out. You can go look for Artist Gilmore if you want to check that one out. And then I lost the sheet of paper that had everything, and I couldn't find the comment. But that paper has now resurfaced, so we are here with the boy Nate Thurmond, and he sent a list of players that I would love to learn more about because what I know about them is minimal. All these players like Nate Thurmond, I am familiar with the name and a handful of facts about them, but I really don't know enough about these players or enough as I should. What I do know about Nate Thurmond is that he is one of the all-time great centers in the NBA, played back in the days of, Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. He was drafted, I think, by the Golden State Warriors, if I'm not mistaken, and he played back up to Wilt Chamberlain, at least for his first year, and then I think Wilt got traded, and then Nate Thurmond kind of became a more prominent player and kind of made a name for himself and, found a home, and everybody would then sing the praises of Nate Thurmond as one of the great centers in the league. Being a center back in those days was extremely, extremely, extremely competitive, no question about it. I know Nate Thurmond was largely known for his defense, one of the great defensive players that the league has ever seen. I know that Nate Thurmond was a monster rebounder. Really monster on the boards. And he is the first player to ever record a quadruple double in NBA history. Certainly one of the toughest players that we've had in the history of our league. And I'm sure a lot of players that played against him, especially having to deal with his defense, would mimic those statements I just put out. But as for Nate Thurmond, that's really all I know about him, to be honest. Let's take a quick look at some of his accolades and personal information and whatnot. Nate Thurmond, listed at 6'11", roughly 225 pounds, out of Bowling Green College, drafted in 1963 in the first round with the 3rd overall pick. Like I said, selected by the Golden State Warriors. Played center and power forward from 1963 to 1977. Stints with the San Francisco Warriors, Chicago Bulls, and Cleveland Cavaliers. 7-time NBA All-Star, 2-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, 1969, 1971. Now, people are like, well, I thought he was supposed to be this great defensive player. How's he only made 2 All-NBA defensive first teams? Well, the All-NBA defensive team didn't become a thing until the 1968-1969 season, so keep that in mind. There's a lot of players that came in around this time that would have more All-NBA defensive selections if that award was around when these guys were playing. So he was kind of coming around towards the tail end of his career when the defensive team started popping up. All right, 3-time NBA All-Defensive Second Team, NBA All-Rookie Team, made it on the 50th anniversary team. For points, he had 14,437 total for 15 points per game. Rebounds, 14,464 total for 15 rebounds per game. Assists, 2,575 for 2.7 assists per game. And remember, blocks wasn't really a thing that was recorded back then, no official recording. So there you go. Anyway, I'm excited to learn more about this gentleman, this NBA great. Oh, he also died, I want to say post 2010, if I'm not mistaken. I think he died of leukemia. Rest in peace to the great Nate Thurmond. Let's get into this video.
Dude, I'm loving the hairdo. Perimeter defense. Look at him. 6'11". On John Havlicek. Harassing him with that foot speed.
And a block shot by Thurmond as Havlicek.
On Heinsohn. Damn! Dude, he spiked that like it was a layup, and that was a jump shot. Elgin Baylor. Look, boy, look at them. Look how his feet be chopping. Got them choppers. Light off his feet. Quick off his feet. Get that out of here, boy. Golly. The long arm of the law. Look at that length. JoJo White. So he be spiking these full shots. Post defense. All right, got Wilt. Good defense. I like the slap out. I like that. He played some great D on Wilt, at least in moments. Good contest. Sorry, Kareem. Sorry, Kareem. No hook shot today, baby. It's a contest, even if it's not the block shots. It's a contest, making it difficult. Get that out, boy. Well, I'm making everything difficult. Spiking them joints.
Said they've led by 4, they've led by 5. Hayes, quick turnaround shot. Little out of his range, didn't. Setting up Havlicek. Heinsohn will not work. Now Tommy Heinsohn.
Dude, them arms are long, bro. He didn't even jump for that one. Sending them things. Just some other statistics that I missed that are worth mentioning with the boy Nate Thurmond. He's one of 5 players in NBA history to average at least 15 rebounds per game for his career. One of 5 players in NBA history to average at least 20 rebounds per game during a season. One of 4 players in NBA history to record 40 or more rebounds in a game. I don't know if I mentioned that one earlier. I can't remember. An NBA regular season record for rebounds in a quarter, 18 Baltimore Bullets in 1965. At Baltimore Bullets in 1965. Dude was definitely a defensive anchor. Now, this video didn't have any offensive highlights, but the man averaged 15 points per game on his career. So that tells me that he had some kind of offensive game, something, a quality offensive game, whether it's more of a, catching it on a go or catching it and finishing or getting the ball dumped into him and maybe having some good, post work, footwork, all that stuff, maybe a light baby hook, maybe a strong finisher. I got to see more what this guy can do on the offensive end because I'm curious what his offensive game looks like. Because for 15 points per game in a career, you had something. I just don't know exactly what your skill set was comprised of. So that I gotta look into some more. So I might be throwing up another Nate Thurmond video if I can find some more footage of what this guy was able to do offensively. I want to see him on both ends of the floor, but I can see he was an anchor and a juggernaut on the defensive end. I mean, we all know, story goes, it's extremely hard to block a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook / sky hook, whatever. I've seen Wilt do it. There's another player that did it. Who was it? Maybe Bill Russell. But the thing is, even if you don't get the block shot, it's all about the contest at the end of the day. If you get the block, good, but are you making it difficult for them? Are you? If you're not securing the rebound yourself, are you keeping the other team from getting the board, giving another teammate the opportunity to get the rebound? Things like that, man. Things like that don't get looked at, and even I've been guilty of kind of forgetting about those little things, right? Doesn't show up in the box score for him, but it'll show up in a box score for somebody else and for the team. Anyway, probably some more Nate Thurmond videos coming as I try to learn more about this guy. And again, appreciate your CP GOAT number 3 for the recommendation. And we're going to keep things moving, all right? Y'all take care. Be blessed. Give me all the Nate Thurmond information you got that I haven't mentioned. Would love to hear your opinion about it, your insight. Help me learn, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out, baby.